bitch with the whole Mikey. These side insane. Me and bitch with the whole get a microphone check. 1, 2, mic check. I still back that. All this in my brain. I got the rank. I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repressor. It ain't no pressure. Yes, I microphone check. 1, 2, mic check. I still back that. All this in my brain. I got the rank. I got the blessing. Take some extras out the repressor. It ain't no pressure. Yes, I.
Yo, I just like to say, my man came, but it's good to be original when you diss somebody. Don't use somebody else.
The thing that's going.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action. On 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here in Cleveland. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing. And here's George for three.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Here's Odom. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. knocks down the three ball.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Pass to Odom. Here's Simons. Takes a three. Nailed from three-point land. Simons has got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, George. A three-pointer off the mark. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. He and his assistants are trying to figure out ways to run Paul George off of the three-point line. Coach said even though George is a good passer, he's an elite shooter. He'd rather force him into making plays for others. This is the kind of problem that a superstar presents every night. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Pass to Pokusevski. It's George on the wing. Down low. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
Most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
Here's Pokusevski from outside off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 4. Bain with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Cleveland with it. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Cleveland gets it back. Second shot opportunity. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Right side, George. Allen. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Into the lane. And it's Simons missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Allen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis pulls it down.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the dunk by Odom.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Inside. Stolen by Allen. And so it's Cleveland. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And it's blocked. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul.
Royce O'Neal.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Thunder trailing by 7. Left side, Miller. Pass to Mann. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now McDyess. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McDyess has got the first basket of the second quarter for Oklahoma City. Pass to Finley. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by McDyess. And here is Williams. Now here is Miller. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Yep, that one goes. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
There's O'Neal with the 3. And they recover.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Finney Smith. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. Wow. What, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Cavaliers leading by 10. A shot by Hampton with no one around. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Hampton's got his first points of the night. Left side, Miller. Williams comes with a double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. To the middle. Williams with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Hampton. Drills the three-pointer. Hampton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Williams a screen. The 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hampton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hampton's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Driving inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
For the Thunder. And the second free throw, good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 17-point game. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year? 88% from the line.
Three-pointer, Simon. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Allen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Simon. Davis with it. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
To the paint, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And he drives in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Over in the corner, Allen. And Davis sends it back. He got it up. Can't hit that one. And so it's Cleveland with it. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Simons. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
It's deflected. To the inside. And the dunk by Odom.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Outside, George. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Now off the inbound.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Deflects the pass. Stolen by George. Allen with it. Picked up by Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Back to Williams. Out to the right wing.
Oklahoma City foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Hampton. He's got 11. Off target with the open look. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Down low. Another shot. Rebound by Williams. Cleveland leading by 22. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here he goes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Chang. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Chang's got his first basket of the night. There's a screen by Williams. From deep. And the basket by Hampton.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Chang. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hampton. It's deflected. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Here's Hampton. He's got 14. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. And the dunk by Hampton.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
McDyess. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to McDyess. Now Chang. 4 on the shot clock. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Moves back up. He can't hit that time. Good D by Williams.
Number 41. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Hampton. From deep three-point range. And so it's Cleveland, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so Allen will bring it up for Oklahoma City. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And Odom with a clear path to the hoop. And the foul on Pokusevski. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Simons surveying the D. Davis inside. It's good.
Anthony.
Davis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Allen's shot is off.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long-distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Simons.
With his length and athleticism and basketball smarts, how about the contest by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Excellent defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
To the middle, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
It's stolen by Davis. Stolen by George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Johnson with the dunk.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Simons from outside. It's hauled in by George.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Stolen away. Pass to Bain. Lets it go with a three. Allen with the rebound. Right side George. Here's Pokusevski. And Davis sends it back. Inside. And finished off by Davis.
A terrific leaper with incredible height. Davis is a dunk machine.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And for Gilgeous-Alexander, he's a leader. Very young, but that role fell to him.
Yeah, the clear star of a very young team. OKC has handed him the keys to the franchise. He will likely be the leader of this team for a long time.
T-shirt time!
And so he hits both. The dynamic rag between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Kane for three. Another three for Cleveland.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
And one thing I'll never forget about Davis is when he lit up the All-Star game in 2017. Racked up 52 points in that game. That smashed the old record by 10.
They grab their own miss. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Can they get it? Cavaliers with the rebound. Pass to Davis. There's the triple. And no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Three-pointer. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
And both free throws good for Davis. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for...
Hey, 24/7, I'm a real one. I ain't got no money problems, I ain't got no children. Dodging baby drama, whoop, that's a close one. Like a host, but her face like she hosts some. Whole food shopping, and she work out every day. You know them popping stomach on apple cider vinegar. She do something to me good. Got you thinking me and you something. Thought it was, ayy.